Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope we are all doing well this evening. Oh, something's gone wrong there. There we go, that's better. Yeah, good evening. I hope we're all doing well. How are we? Another 2 weeks have gone by, another quiz. Just to make you aware that sadly due to the mayor making ceremony that is happening on the 19th of May, the next quiz will be moved to the 20th of May, just to make you aware of that. Yeah, things are really going along now in the theatre. I know some of you have been invited to a training session. Those are the ones who said that they wanted to come back in May. So thank you for those who have said that and have agreed to come along to the training session. And for those who haven't, there will be another one ready for you when you guys want to come back in June and onwards. So don't worry, you will still be getting training on all sorts as well. But this one's just for those who wanted to help out in May. So yeah, I hope we're doing well. Give everybody a few more seconds to come on. We're getting there slowly. Has anybody been up to anything at all? I have moved the camera as well. Normally it's here. I've now moved it up a bit to make it seem a bit, well, look a little bit better in a sense. Not that you can probably tell. Nothing can move through it, won't I? Yeah, definitely working. I have to check them. For some reason on my actual video it wasn't playing. Yeah, you can hear me. Good. Simon, hi Simon. I hope you are doing well. Right. Going to give everybody a few seconds. Fairly easy quiz this week, I feel. Shouldn't be too difficult, I hope. Never mind. Right, let's see if this works. Again, I had a few issues this morning. Fingers crossed. Like that and go like that. Yeah, hopefully. See, I'll give a few seconds to just check. Hi Leslie, I hope you're doing well. So your first round, as you can see, is this week in the news. I'm just checking to make sure that you can definitely see the quiz when it loads. Hi Roger, hi Lynn, hope you're both doing well. Looking forward to catching up with everyone at the training. Yeah. Hi Christine. Oh, the quiz is a little bit too big, it seems. Wow, what's happened there? 1 second. Okay, I'm going to have to try and work this out manually. Sorry about this. I knew I'd have this problem again. Oh, come on. I can't tell if it works until I see it on the screen, which is annoying. Oh, come on. We will get there, though. We will get there. Just bear with me. Yeah. Position it slightly. Oh, it's just going bigger and bigger. Let's try that. Hit escape. Doesn't show me it. Can't come out of the screen to see it. Oh, yeah, I can see that we're nearly there. If I go to that, hopefully that should fit now. Sorry about this. I've had to use a new computer program to be able to do all of this. So I've been trying to get it right for a while. It's lovely. I just didn't quite crack it. Right, that should do. Shouldn't need any more. It's annoying that I can't see it like that, but we just have to cope, I'm afraid. I think that's as good as we're going to get. Right, so fingers crossed we can see everything. If not, I will try and move it again. Sorry about that. Let's move on. So your first round. Hope everybody's ready. Pens and papers ready, or whatever you use. Hi Jean, hi Carol. So question number 1. Oh, I'm just seeing it change now. Come on. Yeah, I think that's as good as we're going to get. So, question number 1. Teenage climate activist Greta Thunberg temporarily updated her Twitter biography in response to a comment made by UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson at a virtual climate summit. But how did she describe herself? Did she describe herself as A tree hugger, B, a bunny hugger, or C, a dolphin hugger? So how did climate activist Greta Thunberg change her Twitter biography in response to a comment made by UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson? Was it a tree hugger, a bunny hugger, or a dolphin hugger? Question number 2. An Italian Robinson Crusoe, 81-year-old Mauro Morandi, said he would stop living on Budelli off northern Sardinia after more than 30 years. He had been threatened with evidence over... what is wrong with me? He had been threatened with eviction over illegal alterations to his home. But what was it? So what was his home? What was he living in? Was he living in... Oh. I don't know what's... my screen's playing up. A lighthouse, a shipwreck, or a World War II radio hut? So Mauro Morandi was threatened with eviction over illegal alterations to his home. But what was it? Was it a lighthouse, a shipwreck, or a World War II radio hut? Number 3. Real Madrid was scrambling to find a way for Brazilian left-back Marcelo to make the Champions League semi-final at Chelsea after being told he could not travel. But why could Marcelo not travel? Was it because he was called up to monitor a polling station? He must attend his citizenship ceremony? Or he's expected to perform jury service? So why was Marcelo struggling to be able to travel for the Champions League semi-final game? Was it he was called up to monitor a polling station, He must attend his citizenship ceremony, or is expected to perform jury service. Number 4. National park authorities are to consider a call to revert to using the Welsh language name for Snowdonia, Wales' highest mountain. Do you know how to spell it? It's Wyddfa, I think. But what does it mean? Oh, I should know how to pronounce this because I had to do it once for school. My old Welsh teacher would kill me. I think it's Wyddfa. 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 The W-Y, D-D is with, and then you got your fa. So Wyddfa. There you go. But what does Wyddfa mean? Goddess Mother of the World, Grave, or Snow Hill? National park authorities are to consider a call to revert to using the Welsh language name for why did I say Snowdonia? For Snowdon. Something wrong with me tonight. Nothing new. To using the Welsh language name for Snowdon, Wales' highest mountain. Wyddfa. But what does Wyddfa mean? Goddess Mother of the World, Grave, or Snow Hill? Yeah, Mum's just messaged me saying Wyddfa. Wyddfa. You did Welsh longer than me, Mum. Number 5. Which film won the Oscar for Best Picture? This year's Oscars. Was it The Father, Nomadland, or Promising Young Woman? So which film won the Oscar for Best Picture? The Father, Nomadland, or Promising Young Woman? Number 6. Taylor Swift broke a 54-year-old UK chart record when her third consecutive album reached number 1 in just 259 days. The Beatles were the previous quickest to achieve the feat, but with which sequence of albums did they hold the record for? Was it Please Please Me with the Beatles, A Hard Day's Night, Hard Day's Night, Beetle for Sale, Help, or Help, Rubber Soul, Revolver? So Taylor Swift broke a 54-year-old UK chart record when her third consecutive album reached number 1 in just 259 days. The Beatles were the previous quickest to achieve the feat, but with which sequence of albums? Please Please Me, with the Beatles, A Hard Day's Night, Hard Day's Night, Beatles for Sale, Help, or Help, Rubber Soul, Revolver? Number 7. US Space Agency NASA successfully flew a helicopter on Mars getting its 4-foot wide Ingenuity rotorcraft airborne for nearly 40 seconds. But what was it carrying? Was it fuselage fabric from the first practical helicopter, Igor Sikorsky's? Fabric from the Wright brothers' aircraft that made the world's maiden flight? Or a copy of the design for Leonardo da Vinci's aerial screw? So what did the very first helicopter to fly on Mars carry? Was it fuselage fabric from the first practical helicopter, fabric from the Wright brothers' aircraft, or a copy of Leonardo da Vinci's aerial screw? Number 8. Following on from his food poverty campaign work, England footballer Marcus Rashford teamed up with the chef Tom Kerridge to pass on tips for pocket-friendly meals. His childhood favourite will be among them. But what is Marcus Rashford's favourite childhood food meal? Is it fish fingers, jerk chicken, or spaghetti bolognese? What is footballer's Marcus Rashford's childhood favourite meal? Is it fish fingers, jerk chicken, or spaghetti bolognese? Number 9. Morrissey's manager branded TV animation The Simpsons hurtful and racist for its parody of The Singer. The episode's writer insisted the Quilloughby character was not based solely on Morrissey, if I'm saying that right. But what did they call his cartoon band? Was it the Snuffs, the Way Outs, or the B Sharps? So what did the Simpsons call the character loosely based on Morrissey's band? Was it the Snuffs, the Way Outs, or the B Sharps? And number 10. Supermarket Aldi challenged Marks and Spencer's to raise money for charity, not lawyers, by supporting sales of a caterpillar-shaped cake M&S says infringes its trademark Colin brand. But what is Aldi's version called? Is it Cecil, Connie, or Cuthbert? So what is the name of Aldi's caterpillar-shaped cake? Is it Cecil, Connie, or Cuthbert? Let me know if anybody wants any of those ones repeating at all. Give everyone a minute or two to discuss. I believe everybody is happy, so we will go through your answers. Question number 1. Greta Thunberg temporarily updated her Twitter biography, but what did she describe herself as? She described herself as a bunny hugger. Question 1 was B, bunny hugger. I believe Boris Johnson called people who think climate change is a really big issue and a hot topic bunny huggers. And then backtracked and realised what he said. Number 2. The Italian Robinson Crusoe had been threatened with eviction over illegal alterations to his home. But what was it? It was a World War II radio hut. A World War II radio hut. Number 3. Real Madrid was scrambling to find a way for Brazilian left-back Marcelo to make the Champions League semi-final at Chelsea after being told he could not travel. But why couldn't he travel? It was because he was called up to monitor a polling station. I believe they managed to get around it, and he was allowed to travel in the end and was let off monitoring a polling station. Number 4. National park authorities are to consider a call to revert to using the Welsh language name for Snowdon, Wales' highest mountain. But what does Wyddfa mean? It means grave. It's all about a king of Wales, I believe, was buried under a big load of rocks near it, or on it. Something to do with that, I'm sure. So yeah, it was one of the King of Wales, and that's why they call it grave. Number 5. Which film won the Oscar for Best Picture? That was Nomadland. Believe it's available on Disney Plus. Might have to watch it tomorrow. It's supposed to be amazing. Well, must be if it won Best Picture. Well, there wasn't much competition last year. But yeah, Nomadland won the Oscar for Best Picture. Number 6. Taylor Swift broke a 54-year-old UK chart record when her third consecutive album reached number 1 in just 259 days. The Beatles were the previous quickest to achieve the feat, but which sequence of albums? You would do that. It is Help, Rubber Soul, and Revolver. C. Number 7. The US Space Agency NASA successfully flew a helicopter on Mars, but what was it carrying? It was carrying fabric from the Wright brothers' aircraft that made the world's maiden flight. Number 8. Following on from his food poverty campaign work, England football Marcus Rashford team up with his chef, Tom Kerridge, to pass on tips for pocket-friendly meals. His childhood favourites will be among them, but what was it? It is spaghetti bolognese. My childhood favourite as well. Number 9. Morrissey's manager branded TV animation The Simpsons hurtful and racist for the parody of the singer. But what did they call the singer's cartoon band? It was the Snuffs. The Snuffs. And then finally, number 10. Aldi challenged Marks and Spencer's to raise money for charity and not lawyers by supporting sales of a caterpillar-shaped cake M&S says infringes its trademark. What is Aldi's version called? It is called Cuthbert. Cuthbert. So add up your scores for that round and let's see how everybody did. Well, Mum with a 6. Hi Anne, how are you doing? Leslie with a 6. Roger with a 6. A lot of 6s going on. 3 6s in a row, that's not good. Christine with a 6. Go on, let's get more 6s. Anybody else? Thowell's let us down with a 5. Oh well. Carol with an 8. Wow, Carol, great score. 5, need to watch more news. Sure, everyone says this every week. Some good scores coming in though. Jean with an 8 as well. Great. Okay, I think that's most. Well, those I like to share anyway. We'll move on to your next round. Your next round is just a general knowledge round. Of a general knowledge round. Hope everyone's ready. Question number 1. Which London terminus is named after a Prime Minister? So which London terminus is named after a Prime Minister? Number 2. In France, what would you buy in a boulangerie? I hope that pronunciation's right. I did French longer than I did Welsh. Did I? 4 years of Welsh. 5 years of French. Yep, I did French longer than I did Welsh. A boulangerie. In France, what would you buy in a boulangerie? Number 3. Which herb is used to make pesto? Which herb is used to make pesto? Number Number 4. How many strings does a harp have? That's how many strings does a harp have? I'll give you it to the nearest 5. Number 5. The Himalayas are located in which continent? The Himalayas are located in which continent? Number 6. Which musical inspired Anativka, a refugee village in Ukraine? Anativka? Why do I do this? I need to start picking easier questions. Which musical inspired a refugee village in Ukraine? Anativka. Anativka. That's what I'm going with. Anativka. Anativka? Number 7. Which side of your plate should the fork be placed on if you are right-handed? Which side of your plate should the fork be placed on if you are right-handed? Number 8. Which 2 countries compete in the Ashes? You'll get half a point for each one. So which 2 countries compete in the Ashes? Number 9. What types of creatures live in schools and shoals? So what type of creatures live in schools and shoals? And finally, number 10. True or false? Dolphins are vegetarians. True or false? Dolphins are vegetarians. Again, let me know if anybody wants any of them repeating. I'll give you again another minute or so before I go through the answers. Looks like everybody is happy. So we will go through the answers then. Question number 1. Which London terminus is named after a Prime Minister? That is Liverpool Street. Liverpool Street. Number 2. In France, what would you buy in a boulangerie? It is bread. Another word for bakery. Which herb is used to make pesto? That is basil, or basil, however you want to say it. Number 4, how many strings does a harp have? I said I would give you it within 5. You got it bang on, well done for you, because it is 47. So if you have anything between 42 and 52, you can have a point. Number 5, the Himalayas are located in Asia. Number 6, the musical that inspired Ingenuity, a refuge village in Ukraine, was Fiddler on the Fiddler on the Roof. Number 7, which side of your plate should the fork be placed on if you are right-handed? It should be placed on the left of the plate. The 2 countries that compete in the Ashes, remember you get half a point for each one. It is England and Australia. Number 9, the type of creatures live in schools and shoals are whales, Anatevka. Okay, so I was right kind of the first time I was saying it and not Anatvka. Anatevka. I will never have to say that again, but thanks, Gene. True or false, dolphins are vegetarians? That is false. They are meat eaters. So again, add up your scores and let's see how everyone did that round. See if Carol and Jean can continue their great run from last round. And see if Leslie and the Vowels can kind of improve from last time. Leslie's on well with an 8. Oh, my mum's come in with a 9. Oh, mum, which one did you get wrong? Oh, the Thurls have definitely improved with a 9. Again, which ones did you guys get wrong? Roger with a 6, the Lewises. Leslie with a 7. Improve it again, Leslie, well done. Christine with an 8. Jean with an 8. Oh, maybe I made this round too easy. Oh, Wales said fish. You can see why you'd say that. Bit unlucky. Everyone's doing quite well again that round. So we'll move on to the next one. Don't whales live in pods? We'll double check. I'm confused. I thought whales came in pods. Let's have a look. I'll double check that one. What type of creatures live in schools and shores? Didn't know the first one. Oh, okay, Simon. What do whales live in? I've just got water. That's all I've got. Brilliant. What type of creatures live in schools and shoals? What's the difference between a school, a shoal, and a pod? Here we go. When fish, shrimp, or other aquatic creatures swim together in loose clusters, it's typically called shoal. It could be a mixture of different species. A school is a group of the same fish species swimming together in synchrony, turning, twisting, and forming sweeping giant shapes in the water. Fish probably do this to confuse predators. Pods are herds of marine mammals, including whales, dolphins, walruses, and seals. The place that I got that question was wrong. I apologise. If you have put fish, you do get a point, so please add that onto your score. Am I going to have to check every single question now? Yeah, so if you did put fish for number 9, add yourself a point on. So, round 3, is a new round that I like to call What Country? I'm going to ask you a series of questions and you need to tell me what country that question is from. Or where that thing that I'm describing, what country that's in. You'll get it when you see the questions. So I just need to know the name of the country. So for example, question 1 is you're sightseeing at La Sagrada Familia. What country are you in? Oh, here we go. So Roger got 7 that round and said Angela got 8. I think years ago it used to be a school of whales, but pods is used nowadays. Ah, so it's an old... Right, okay. Thanks, Leslie. You learn something new every day. So, yeah, so you're sightseeing at La Sagrada Familia. What country are you in? Number 2. I've just seen the name, I know. You're at the National History Museum in Ulaanbaatar. Someone's going to correct me on that one, I'm sure. But you're at the National History Museum in Ulaanbaatar. What country are you in? Number 3. You're in Tongariro National Park, the site of Mount Doom in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. What country are you in? This is more of a geography round, really. You're in Tongariro National Park, the site of Mount Doom in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. What country are you in? Number 4. You're cave diving in the Cape of Good Hope. So what country would you be in if you are cave diving in the Cape of Good Hope? Number 5. What country are you in if you are sipping a Moosehead beer in Moose Jaw? Fairly easy, that one, I think. You're sipping a Moosehead beer in Moose Jaw. What country are you in? Number 6. What country would you be in if you're visiting an historic tomb at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre? Is it Sepulchre? Sepulchre? So I need to Google the answers properly for every question. I also need to Google how to pronounce things. Sepulchre. You're visiting a historic tomb at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, is what I'm getting on that one, apparently. The pronunciation. So what country would you be in? Sepulchre. Number 7. You're in the Blue Lounge Lagoon geothermal spa in a lava field in Grindavik. You're in the Blue Lounge Lagoon geothermal spa in a lava field in Grindavik. What country would you be in? Number 8. You're snorkeling in the coral reefs of Nengril. This should put the cat amongst the pigeons for you guys. You're snorkeling in the coral reefs of Negril. What country would you be in? Number 9. Missing a U there. You're playing with the monkeys at Iwatayama Monkey Park on Mount Arashiyama. You're playing with the monkeys at Iwatayama Monkey Park on Mount Arashiyama. I guess that's probably Arashiyama. Arashiyama? I'm saying Arashiyama. And clearly don't get out much. And your last one, number 10. You're paying tribute to fallen soldiers at the Flanders Field American Cemetery and Memorial. What country would you be in if you're paying tribute to fallen soldiers at the Flanders Field American Cemetery and Memorial? Then let me know if anybody wants to see any of those again. Yeah, I think everybody is happy. It seems, at least, anyway. So, it's supposed to come up individually. Oh well. So, if you're sightseeing at La Sagrada Familia, you would be in Spain. So, question 1 is Spain. Number 2, if you're at the National History Museum in Ulaanbaatar, it is Mongolia. Number 3, you're in Tongariro National Park, the site of Mount Doom in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. You'd be in New Zealand. Number 4, if you're cave diving in the Cape of Good Hope, you would be in South Africa. Number 5, you're sipping a Moosehead beer in Moose Jaw. It is in Canada. Number 5 is Canada. Number 6, you're visiting in a historic tomb at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. It is in Israel. If you're in the Blue Lounge Lagoon geothermal spa in a lava field in Grindavik, it is in Iceland. You're snorkeling in the coral reefs of Negril in Jamaica. If you're playing with the monkeys at Iwatayama Monkey Park on Mount Arashiyama, it is in Japan. And number 10, you're paying tribute to fallen soldiers at the Flanders Field American Cemetery and Memorial. That is in Belgium. So again, add up your scores and let's see how everybody got on that round. I think this round may have been pretty hard. And as soon as he says that, Leslie Crombie gets a 10. Great score, Leslie. Absolute great score. Well done. Oh, there's 10s coming in everywhere. Sepulchre. Been there. 9. Got number 2 wrong. What was number 2? The Natural History in Mongolia. You guys seem to really know your geography because these are some great scores. So 10 from Leslie, Roger Withers 7, Carol Woodland 10, Christine 8, Simon 8, Janet 10. Wow, unbelievable. Might have to do more geography rounds then, it seems. Great scores, everybody. Jean with a 9. My best subject. Clearly, Leslie. Yeah, definitely might have to do more geography rounds. I'm very impressed. Very, very impressed. It's clearly just me who doesn't get out. You guys have done brilliantly that round. There's a McGarrel with an 8. You've all shown me up. As soon as I said, oh, I think this round's been a bit hard, and I saw the first 10, I knew it was just going to go from there. Great scores with everyone. So we move on to the last round of the night. It's gone quite quick this week. Now, I know that obviously you've all been missing for over a year now at the Floral. And I know the one thing that you're missing more than most is the biscuit supply. So, I'm going to show you some pictures of some biscuits, and you need to tell me the name of those biscuits, please. We want the name of the biscuits. Question. So your first biscuit to name for me are these. What's the name of the biscuit for me? I just want the name of the biscuit. Don't worry about brand names or anything like that. Just the name of the biscuit. And if this round doesn't make you want to get a cup of tea and dip a few in, I don't know what will. Or coffee. Whatever your fancy is. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Seven. When I was doing this quiz, I Saw these and I had to go to the shop and buy some because I just really fancied them. I think the ones before this one, they used to be one of my favourites, weirdly enough. I was a pretty strange child. But yeah, I used to love the ones before. Next one. These. These are number 9. And then your last one, number 10. Yeah, let me know if anybody wants to see any of those again at all. Maybe a minute or so, it's normal. Miss number 3. There you go, number 3 for you, Leslie. Right. So, everybody else seems pretty happy, I think. So we will go through your answers for your last round. Question number 1 was a chocolate digestive. You're welcome, Leslie. Number 1 was chocolate digestive. Number 2 is a custard cream. Number 3 is a ginger nut. Number 4 is a party ring. It's not a party if they haven't got these. Number 5 was a Garibaldi. Number 6 is a fig roll. Like I said, these used to be one of my favourites as a kid. I haven't had them in ages. I might have to buy some. Number 6 is a fig roll. 7, bit of shortbread. Still got some left somehow, so I might have to go through them after this. Number 8 is a Viennese whirl. They look good, don't they? Especially with the jam and cream. Number 9, it says it on rich tea. And then finally, number 10 is a Biscoff. So add up your scores around. Let's see how everyone got on. Let me know if I've missed a very important biscuit, your favourite. Let me know what some of your favourite biscuits are. And if you are going to have a cup of tea after this and dunk a few in. With the rate that I used to buy biscuits, if you're not getting all 10 out of 10, I'm going to be very disappointed. Leslie with an 8. Anne with a 6, good score round. Leslie began with a 10. Doing pretty well this round, Leslie. Simon with an 8. Lots of 8s coming through. Gin, lol. Mum with a 10. Yeah, you know your biscuits as well. I think that was Grandad's doing that, wasn't it? Christmas ranked 10 out of 10. What a surprise. Carol with a 9. Lewis is with a 9. Again, great scores. Added scores for the whole quiz as well, because that was the end. So let me know how your full marks. Janet with a 10. Yeah, let me know some of your favourite biscuits as well. And what ones I'm going to have to start rebuying them as you're all starting to come back now. I know. Lewis is total 29. Many thanks, David. You're welcome, guys. Look forward to seeing you on the training on a week on Monday. I think you're in Wales as well. I hope you enjoy your time in Wales next week. Oh, Mum with a 35 in total. Great score, Mum, as always. You did too many quizzes, I reckon. Again, another thing to blame Grandad for. Jean wants some bourbons. I can arrange that, not a problem. Will we be allowed in our room, i.e. cloakroom? You will not, I'm afraid. The cloakroom is not air conditioned, so the cloakroom is out of bounds. But I will talk you all through it at the training. 30, thanks David. You're welcome, Leslie. Carol, 36, thanks David. See you a week on Monday. Yep, see you a week on Monday, Carol. Look forward to seeing you all. Christine, 32 in total. Thanks, David. You're welcome, Christine. Jean with a 34. Great score, Jean. Go back. 31 and a half. Ooh, where's that gone? There we go. Janet, 31 and a half, good score. Oh, did you get the England-Australia one wrong? Oh, that's unlucky, Janet. Jean, thanks, David. You are welcome, Jean. Leslie with 33 as well. And Angela with a 33. Great scores, guys. High scores as well. I'm very surprised that there's a lot in the 30s. I'm going to have to make the next one harder. So if you didn't catch me earlier on, because of the mayor-making ceremony, it's happening at the Floral on the 19th. Suddenly I'm having to move the quiz. So the quiz will take place on the 20th. The 20th of May, which is the Thursday. Just a one-day change. It's not going to be permanent. They still stay on Wednesdays. It's just that one we need to change, I'm afraid. Sorry about that, if anyone can't make it. But yeah, thanks for all joining on. Stay safe. Hopefully see you all very soon. We've got a week, 2 weeks today is the first official event at the Floral for over a year. It's taken a long process, a long time to get there, but we are finally starting to see some light at the end of the tunnel, thank goodness. Thanks Anna Leslie, thanks for coming on. Thanks all. Hope to see you soon, like I say. Take care, and we will see you next time.